Welcome to this DaVinci Resolve Fusion node breakdown. In today's node, we're going to be going over the Text Plus node again, but going over the modifiers. So let's go ahead and jump into Fusion, and we're going to add a Text Plus node. So we're going to hit Shift Space, Text Plus, we're going to add it. And when I talk about the modifiers, we have this modifiers area up here. So if I right click in this little text area, these are the modifiers I'm talking about. And I'm not going to go over all of them because it would make for an extremely long video. I'm just going to hit some of the basic ones and go over one of the more complex ones, and you guys can play with all the other ones to see what you can do and what you can't do with them. So one of the simple ones, and one we use quite a bit, is timecode. So we can just hit that timecode. If we look, we've got a little time code. If we go up to our modifiers here, we can offset it if we need to offset for a specific time code. And we can even change our size down here. We can change our location to put it down the bottom where our time code goes. If I go back and hit play, you notice it's just automatically going. So if I go back to my modifier and I set our offset back to 0, you can see starting at 0, we've got automatic timecode. And if you need drop frame, you can select drop frame. You can select your frames per second, and you can select whether you want hours, minutes, seconds, frames, or fields if you happen to have fields going. So that's the timecode. So let's delete this, add another Text Plus. And another simple one, if we right click and we hit text timer, now we have a timer. And this isn't going to automatically play if we hit play. This is more of a utility node. So if we go in here and I hit start, you can see our timer is started. And if I hit stop, it stops. So right here, we can select what it is, whether it's a countdown. And if we need to count down different times, so we can change our hours. We can change our minutes. So this comes in nice and handy if you've got a something live going on and you want to do a countdown. So we can start and it'll do your countdown to your live event. Additionally, we can change it to an actual timer. So we start at 0. When we start, it'll be a timer. And you can have a clock as well. And you can change the day, the month, year. You can change it to time or a 24-hour. So that is the timer modifier. So let's go ahead and add another Text Plus. And let's look at our text. So let's say in here we have modifiers. Let's change our size up a little bit. And if you remember right from yesterday, we can change our characters independently, so we can rotate it. But what if we want this to rotate one by one? We can do that using a modifier. So if we go to this, go to our modifiers, we can change this to follower if we want. And if we go to our modifier tab, we've got some transforms. Now this isn't going to do anything until we tell it what to transform. So we can go to our first frame and let's go to our transform and let's rotate this 180 degrees and keyframe it. Once we add that keyframe, the effect will take place. So now we've got our letters backwards, and let's go to the end. Let's rotate that back to 0. And if we go to our timing right here, we have different settings for our timing. So if I push play, you can see they're rotating all together. But if I change my delay, I could change it up to say 12 frames-ish. If I push play, you can see now they're changing one by one. And if I go to the end, I can adjust my timing accordingly. So now if I play, it'll take the whole duration of our little Fusion clip here to rotate those one by one. Additionally, I can change the delay type between each character. And if I have a first and last character selected, I can change the delay on that. If I go to the end, change our delay up, it'll be slightly different look. Or I can select none. And under our order, we can change the order of our delay. And right now it's just automatically going from left to right. We can tell it left to right, or we can select right to left. So now it's going to change from right to left. Or I can say from the inside out. So it's going to start from the inside out. I can start from the outside in. Randomly. Completely randomly. And I can have a manual curve. And with this manual curve, I just adjust my delay of my first one, and it'll base it all off that delay value. Additionally, I can change my character range. So if I say don't want my first character, I can change that range. And if I don't want my last character, I can change that range so my first and last are not flipped, and everything else will. And with this modifier, anything you transform and animate, you can change your timing on. Pretty simple. So let's delete this one. Let's add another one. Text plus. Let's go ahead and add it. And let's type modifiers again. Change our size. And on this one, let's select text scramble. So now if I go to my modifiers, we get these substitutes to scramble. So if I change my randomness up, it's going to automatically randomize based off what substitute characters I have in there. So if I push play, it's just automatically going to randomize. But if I want to limit my characters, so if I wanted to say text and plus, these are the only characters it'll randomize from. So it'll be flashing back and forth from text and plus. And I can change my randomization. So it's one letter or all letters. And if we have this checked on animate and randomness, it's automatically going to do it. But if we don't want it to automatically randomize, we can uncheck this time and this random. Let me get that back. So right here, I could keyframe. If I go to frame 20, I can change my randomness. Go to frame 40. Make it 0 again. So now it'll randomize just in those areas where I have keyframes. So that is the text randomize modifier. So let's go ahead and add one more. So text plus node. I'm going to add it. And in here, we're going to type modifiers again. Let's increase our size so we can see what we're doing. On this last one, I'm going to right click and I'm going to select character level styling. If I go to my modifiers, you can see there's really nothing happening here. But if I go up here and I select allow manual positioning, we're going to get individual little selectors here for our individual characters. So I can select my M here. And if I right click character level styling, now I've got all my transforms and all my info for manually editing each individual character. So if I go to the beginning and keyframe this, I can say change my size. If I go to the end, I can change my size down. If I go back and play, now you can see on the character level, we are animating that within our modifiers. And I can do this for each individual one. So if I wanted to take my little S here, right click, and I could say set key, and I can go to my transform here, rotate it, go to the end, rotate it. And now if I play, I've got individual animations on these two characters. So that is modifying your text plus node using modifiers. I will see you in the next node breakdown.